guys, Supreme Family Garden here, and today we are going to learn how to keep your star fruit on the tree. Now look at these babies, guys. These are some huge star fruit. Look at that. But the thing is, they didn't come off this tree. We bought these from down in Miami. But anyway, now this is what my tree actually did. So far, now guys, remember in a previous video that I've done for you guys, my starfruit tree were giving off fruit. Now with the cold weather, it has been taking a little bit of a beating because it did get down here in Central Florida, like I think it was like 33, 34 degrees for a few nights. So it knocked off probably about, I want to say 50 or 60 fruit, but it's still holding on. Okay, now here, if you guys look, this one isn't gonna last long because you see here it's hanging on that way. Yep, there it is. It came off. So but if you guys can look here, look at that. Look at that. Now this is the first starfruit tree that I've ever grown. So what I actually did to keep these fruit on here, I kept the pot itself, the container, I kept it moist. Okay, and every week what I did, I added like a teaspoon of fish emulsion. And in order to retain, now we have irrigation here that does hit this pot sometimes, but what I would actually do is I would take a 1-gallon bucket, okay, and I would actually put the fish emulsion inside of it, and I did use Epsom salt twice, all right, and then that's what I gave this plant. I'm not gonna say every week, but maybe like every 10 days. And I mean, guys, if it wasn't for the winter, those few nights of cold, this tree was actually loaded with fruit. So I'm gonna bring you guys over here and show you a few more. I mean, look at that. Look at this. Now I am gonna put this tree in the ground, but when I got it, I was afraid to actually transplant it because I didn't want to lose the fruit, because my bigger starfruit trees weren't blossoming at the time, but now they're blossoming pretty good, and I'm going to take you guys over there. But I mean, look at the size of these. And now these starfruit here, they're not too much bigger, but the tree that these came off of was probably like 15, 20 feet in the air. Okay, and so I'm going to actually save the seeds off of this. Now growing the starfruit from seeds is very easy, guys. What you want to do is actually take the seeds from the starfruit. Me, I just put them inside of a pot. Now this pot was all the way in the back. I forgot about it, but I'm trying to clean up the yard a little bit. So I brought this tree around here. Now this is another starfruit tree. And again, all I have, I'm growing this one in compost. And it needs to be watered, and I'm going to fertilize them both tonight. But I just want to show you guys. Now this is from seeds, and this is the way I would do it. Just very rich organic matter. Starfruit trees love that. They love that. Epsom salt and fish emulsion. All right. Now the one over here, I'm going to take you guys. All right. Now guys, we're over here at the other tree. Now remember, I made a video a while back, and it started, no, the first one, I think it didn't have any blossoms, and then I came back and it started to. But I'm going to show you guys the fruit. Now I did not cover this tree for those harsh nights, but I think because of the building in the back that's behind this particular tree, and the tree that's over top of it, it's helping it a lot from a lot of the frost. And she is doing good, and I'm going to bring you guys and show you some of the fruit that actually this tree is actually producing right now. Now I want you guys to look at that cluster of fruit right here. That is amazing for this time of the year. Now right back here, look at that as well. I'm going to try and move this leaf a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. That is amazing. Okay, and again, guys, very rich compost does the trick for these things. They love it, man. They love it. Now in this area, I did not use fish emulsion because one of my neighbors, he goes out And well, he's not a neighbor, he lives in the area. He actually goes out and he does a lot of fishing. So he gave me probably about 200 of those 200 fish, mullets, but it doesn't really matter. And what I actually did, I dug a hole right out, probably about, I want to say 6 feet. It's right in this area here. And I put a mullet here, and I put a mullet here, all the way around here. And they're all buried right along in this area here. Because for me to use that much fish emotion and that much time, it's too time consuming. So what I did was I just put the fish in here and I covered it with coffee grounds and a little bit of Epsom salt. And that's how I've actually been feeding this tree for these amazing results, okay? Now I'm gonna bring you guys back over here and I want you to look at this limb. Now, God willing, if we don't get a lot of frost here soon, if these can ripen, it's probably gonna break that limb, because right now this is heavy for that little limb, okay? And I'm gonna show you guys how rich this soil is in this area that I'm actually doing a little propagating with some loquat trees, okay? Now back here, honey, if you can bring this, these are all little cuttings that I cut off of a loquat that I found on a job site, and they're growing. And all I did was bring them home, scratch off the bark, the cambium layer, put them in the ground, and those babies are growing, okay? I didn't use any rooting hormone or compound, no honey or anything like that, but so far they're doing pretty good. But again, this is Starfruit tree fertilization and an update. So for those of you who are trying to grow a starfruit, the root system on those guys, you know what? I'm gonna take you guys and I'm gonna pull one out and I'm gonna show you guys how invasive a 1-year-old starfruit tree root system can be. Follow me, guys. Supreme Family Garden. And right here, guys, this is another starfruit tree. This is another starfruit tree. I'm actually gonna give this to somebody. So what I'm gonna do really quick, okay? I'm gonna pull this out of the pot because I just dug it up from this area here. And again, it was grown from seeds right around a year, maybe like 13 to 14 months, give or take. But I'm gonna show you the root system on this tree, okay? So for those of you who have never seen it, all right? Now it looks like it wants to grow already because I had to wrap it around the pot because they're gonna prune it themselves, okay? But I want you guys to look at this. And this is a baby starfruit tree, all right? You know, I would normally prune half of this off, but I'm not, because I'm not sure if they're gonna keep it in the pot, plant it in the ground, I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna leave it be. But again, look at this, guys. Look at this, all right? This is something else. So again, starfruit trees, I would definitely grow them in like very loomy mulch and compost, because they do very, very, very well, okay? And again, guys, this is starfruit trees and Supreme Family Garden. May God bless everyone. Happy holidays.